we move on to the Washington Commanders and Cardinals game. And I don't even know what to make about this because I'm not convinced that the Cardinals aren't tanking here. It sounds like they might have another rookie starter starting on this slate, Clayton Tune. They haven't decided, right? But Jonathan Gannon has made it known that he thinks Clayton Tune is ready. I don't. I think Washington is going to eat him alive. Like just a ribeye steak. But I think Washington has a lot of talent all over the place. I mean, every which way. And I love that they went out and got, the Emmanuel, I totally forgot his name, the corner that I love so much. But I think you have guys like Cam Curl. You have guys, I don't know if Chase Young's going to play, but Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, Montez Sweat, they're going to be in his grill all day long. I mean, we already know what the Cardinals feel about this team. Hopkins is gone. They go out and they trade away. I mean, for really nothing at all. They go and they trade away Simmons to the Giants. They trade another guy away too, their tackle. So it's like, I don't really know what to make of the Cardinals, especially on the road. And I got to tell you something. The Commanders have a sleeper here. There are two sleepers. The first one I'm going to say is Jahan Dotson. He had 7 touchdowns last year. Most people aren't even talking about him. Everyone talks about Terry McLaurin, and he's, I think, underrated. But Jahan Dotson's going to have a banged-up season. The other guy is the quarterback, the signal caller, Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell can play. And I think he's going to be in for a surprising season. If you're not ready for it, can catch you by surprise. So I like Washington in this one in a blowout. I'm going to say it right now. They got the running back room. You talk about Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson. I don't know if Chris Rodriguez will get into it, but we talked about him on this show before. Chris Rodriguez, I like the pick there. I really like where the Commanders are headed, and I think this is a game where they can establish themselves early on. It doesn't matter that it's the Cardinals. If they win by a big margin, it's going to really give them a nice little juice, a nice little boost into week 2, which I think they need in a tough division.
Yeah, I mean, the Washington football team, they're going to have to get this win, Jake. I think it's going to be a long sleep season for them. I do think you talk about that juice and that boost. Think about just the business side. Magic Johnson coming to the ownership piece. I think they have some more momentum than we think going into the season. So we talk about this game, what this looks like for them. I'm going to say a two touchdown game, the difference. I think they're going to be great, but I'm not sure how great they'll be. I know on defense, you talk about Sweat and just that crazy defensive line. I think they're going to get after Clayton Tune. This isn't Houston, young man, so he's going to find his welcome to the NFL moment for sure. Sweat's going to get on him, and I think that whole defensive line's going to get on him as well. So it's going to be a long day for Tune. But what I will say is I think he's prepared for the moment. I think being at Houston, being with our guy Tank, throwing the football to him, I think he's going to find a nice rhythm. He's going to figure it out. But it's going to be a long day for him, Jake. And I do think that the Cardinals, I know Isaiah Simmons was traded, and a lot of things have changed around for that team. Isaiah was playing linebacker and safety, and for some reason, when I saw that, I had a feeling that they were trying to figure out what to do with him. They didn't know what to do. So I'm curious, what the defense is going to look like in regards to the Cardinals and how that's going to be and how they're going to stop the football, Jake. How they're going to stop the football. Talk about Terry McLaurin. He's coming along nicely, Jake. I mean, these past few years, to see his leadership, to see him step into that role for this football team has been really, really cool to see. And I'm excited to see, Jake, with Bieniemy, with him being there, what difference is that going to make, right? Like him leaving the Chiefs, him going to Washington, we're going to finally see what difference does it make a difference. I know when it comes to his personality, I've been hearing mixed reviews, right, Jake? I heard he's really hard-nosed and he's this and he's that. So how is that going to show? Once we see these guys play the field, they're going to have that fight, and it's going to show with him. So I'm really curious, but I do have the Washington football team winning by 2 touchdowns.